sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Logan. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Carr finds Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For the Raiders.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. He's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It was Cleveland Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And open left side, it's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Neville Wilson with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
At the 24-yard line.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Here's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
At the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
The first down, Chiefs.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The tackle
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second
from the gun. It's a run for Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, it's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He was brought down by Eric Harris. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
17-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyler Matthew. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Mahomes again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Watkins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For Tyrell Williams. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. He changed his name. I like your respect. Get it more than what I get expected at the back. In fact, I know I said that on my account. He said I got good news and I got bad news.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. Room here to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And Robinson with a big catch. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
At 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Number 10.
Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Chiefs 17. Raiders 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Logan, the ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Logan. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Hill on the return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 20.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Kansas City.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Raiders 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st down, it's Logan. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Carr now on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That catch good for only a couple. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here, the 32. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right
possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to